Welcome back to the big broadcast. We are live coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio today. Also the Odyssey app. You can get a hold of us online. BitChute, Rumble, Clout Hub, and of course 50 plus AM/FM stations across the country and around the world. KFRK in Denver, and we have got everything located at JiggyJaguar.com. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on the old Skip Skype. Yes, the Skype-a-rooney. And go ahead and introduce yourself, my friend. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, hi. I'm Erin Fogel. I am the executive producer, writer, and star of the pilot Running Errands, which is going to be screening next week at Dances with Films New York at the Regal Union Square.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. Erin Fogel joins us. So, Erin, talk to us a little bit about this project.
Well, I think it's the most unique project that I have ever produced in that it is based on my real life. It is partly truth and partly fiction. And even over half the cast is played by the actual people in my life who inspired their characters. And all of the locations are locations that we actually frequent on a daily basis. You're even on set right now in my apartment, which is Erin's apartment in the show.
So why did you decide to come up with this idea?
You know, it's interesting. In an actor's entirety of their career, they're always asked the same question.
Yeah.
What is your dream role to play? If you could play any role, what would it be? Because, you know, actors love to manifest, right? So if they say what they want, they could potentially get it. And I would always hesitate to say that play myself. And so I have made it a reality and taken my sort of zany, larger-than-life and dramatized it slightly to make it into a series that I think people from all over the country would be very interested in. We're showing New York in a way that I've never seen it before. We're showing a very relatable character with very relatable fears and is sort of stunted between being a child and being an adult and is trying to stay relevant. And she's a single mom, so she's trying to find her way and her purpose. And she is fraught with obstacles, which I think most people would identify with, no matter where they're from or what their dreams are, or that they can't figure out what their dream even is. What is your purpose? So that's where we meet Erin at the very beginning of the episode, where she thinks she's gotten it all together. And then a villain, of course, every good show needs a villain,
Yep.
comes in and is ready to take it all away from her. And as we find out, has taken some of it from her to begin with that led her to not having a purpose that she needed to find.
Fantastic. We've got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. Erin Fogel is with us. Running Errands is the latest project for her. So tell us a bit about putting this project together and everything that surrounds it.
So I've been producing content for over 10 years with my producing partner, Guillermo Ivan, who's best known as an action star. He's a wonderful actor, but he's a fantastic producer and a fantastic director who hadn't directed in, I'd say, 3 or 4 years. And we have key crew that we've worked with for over a decade. And I said, can we get the band back together and make this? So we have our crowd favorites, you know, our DP, Sorrow, we've worked with over 10 years, our line producer. And then I have actors that, you know, the ones that are not the real people in my lives who are non-actors. I brought in some ringers, some very notable TV actors, including Nancy Nagrant and Deborah Rain, who I've also known for over 10 years that I've been desperate to act with. And I would say, you know, one day I'm going to make something so we can work together. So everywhere I looked on set were people who inspired memories from a collection of my own experiences. So the show is based and rooted in reality. And then the key cast and crew are also rooted in reality. So it's even funny that I have to talk about Erin in the third person because it's me talking about the character, but it's as true to almost a docu-comedy as can be. And I wanted that sort of visceral experience of not knowing what was real and what wasn't. I've never seen a show like that before. And then to experience it firsthand, I don't think the acting could have been any more genuine. Um, so I really wanted to make a very honest project and in the realm of what I think no one has seen before. And then formulaically know what makes a good show and be sure to have those boxes checked to keep the audience, on the edge of their seat and inspired with me and
Fantastic.
grow with me. Yeah.
Fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. Erin Fogel is with us. Running Errands is the latest from her. And so talk to us a bit about this premiere and everything that surrounds it, my friend.
Well, we have Dances with Films that is such a recognizable festival for almost 30 years in LA. And they have, in recent years, branched off to having a New York edition. But they're treating it exactly like they do in LA. I'd say it's as close to the Ivy Leagues of festivals as I've ever seen. And every single day they have amazing events, from, cocktails and conversations to opening parties to panels with some of the big heavy hitters that work in distribution and acquisitions. And they've given us such a wonderful slot on the Saturday in a block with some other really amazing pilots. The quality of everything is top notch. They have their own publicist. They encourage that we all have publicists. They even require a DCP to be able to screen it. So it's as if you've been picked up for distribution and you're sort of playing that game that everyone's been dreaming of playing. So it's getting you ready for what will be the next step of being acquired and distributed. And, again, I've been creating content for over 10 years. I've done many festivals. I've gone to the markets at Cannes and the Berlinale, and it's exactly what you've experienced from that in a festival. So I think it is, bar none, the most elite of independent film festivals that I have ever experienced.
Fantastic.
So I'm very excited.
So where do you see this project going for you?
So in a perfect world, it would be a limited series where, you'd have like a good 8-10 episodes to come to a resolution. We have people are, comparing it to very well-known shows like Workin' Moms and Sex in the City and Odd Mom Out and Broad City. So lots of city. So I know that there's a great audience here that is thirsty for this genre of content that you're not getting as much as you're getting these 1-hour dramas or these sci-fi horrors. So I know that there's a home for this with an audience that, needs to be quenched for their need to just laugh and have the lighthearted half hour each week. Because I think the world is crazier than ever. I think things can be overwhelming. And so I wanted to give people a little breath of fresh air and create a bubble of a world that, again, it's the Upper East Side of New York City, but seen from the eyes of somebody who actually walks those steps into those buildings and with those people every day. So, I feel very confident that it could be picked up for series.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, before we let you go, how do people get a hold of you online, social media, websites, everything?
Oh, how do they slide into my DMs?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How do they get in touch with you, my friend?
So you can always find me on Instagram. I love Instagram. It's Erin Blair Fogel. That's my handle. And if you want to come to the Upper East Side, I'm probably at any cafe or boutique shopping you can find. But Instagram would be probably the easiest way to find me.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on and chatting. Good luck with the project. We will talk to you soon. Appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you, Jiggy Jaguar. I appreciate you.
Thank you, my friend. There she goes. And we are going to take a timeout. When we come back, we have got more coming.